Yo, what is up guys? It is that time again. We are playing Vortex Storm R3 Speed. This is like the 5th week in a row, bro, and I am still not missing it. Before we get into that though, comment of the day does go to this guy. Shout out to you. And one more thing real quick. I want to see how many likes this video can hit in the first 24 hours. So please go down, like that smash button. I'd really appreciate it, but let's get right into it. All right, first opponent, we're against Legend here, and we got Monkey Acid, TTS, and Genetically Enhanced Crops. All right. Good luck to you, buddy. So let's see. I think for this one, starting plan here is just going to be to send a bunch of eco, really. And then we want to go for the heli, of course. We probably want to go for like 400 eco, something like that, maybe. See, of course, we also want to put this down. But first, we gotta send some space things. Go for the heli right away. There we go. There's actually something, like a concept I've been thinking about recently. And it is disrespecting your opponent. Now, not in a bad way, right? Not in like a, what's it called? Not like you want to go BM them and like just all out them round 13 type disrespect, right? But a lot of people that I meet in arenas respect me in a way that they think I am good, either because they know me through YouTube or because they just, I don't know, see me play, I guess. Or they see my medallion count and they get intimidated, right? That's the thing. Whereas I played on a friend of mine's account the other day. It was a real life friend. I was at his home. He started playing the game and he was asking me if I could help him out win in, I think it was Moab Pit he wanted me to help him win in. And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I'll help you, no worries. So I tried and I like gave it my best. Oh shoot, he's actually gonna team tower stun me, no way. So I tried and I gave it my best. And the thing is, my opponents that I got, they actually sent a bunch of dumb rushes that I normally don't receive, and I think it's because they just saw the noob account and they were like, okay, yeah, no way this guy's gonna learn how to defend, right? But this also means that I got a lot more rushes that I probably normally wouldn't have gotten. So it was kind of refreshing, actually, of like having to, like, being forced to have to defend that. It was not something I was that used to, not at least not on that level. So yeah, it was definitely interesting. Anyway, let's yeah, just send a bit here. Got to like 500 econ, we should probably be good. Unless we just win here, which I doubt, but it's of course always an option. Nope, never mind. Alright, let's go for the farm. Anyway, basically, I started thinking back to a video that Nature Spirit once made. It was like 5 years ago. And he made a video of explaining why he BMs his opponents. Like, why does he facepalm? Why does he do certain things, right, that he does? And he just explained the psychology behind that, like disrespecting your opponent in that way. For example, it'll make your opponent send less dumb rushes, or it'll anger them into sending more dumb rushes, because they'll either want to just kill you quickly because you BM'd them, or, you know, a whole other option. Like, it really just depends. But that was one of the things, like, it really just made me think about stuff like that. Alright, let's go for this. And let's see. But I notice a lot of people who are more intimidated, also because a lot of people might just play differently when they know that I'm recording versus when I'm not, for example. And that can also be kind of scary to some people. Let's go ahead and just team tower stun him here. I don't think the Monkey Acid will be enough. I think you'll have to sell those farms, buddy. Yep, and we take a win there. But it's basically like the way you want to respect your opponents. If I see somebody really, really good, I am not going to send foolish rushes. Whereas if I see somebody who appears to be worse, then I know that I can get away with more stuff. Sure, let's rematch it. Anyway, my point with this entire rant is basically that I think a lot of people, like, especially if you're like, if you have less medallions than the person you're playing against, he will expect for you to either be really bad or for you to respect him a lot more and barely rush him when you actually should be rushing. And this is what happens the most, is people don't rush me. And now I don't mean they don't all out me around 13, because they do. Way too many of you guys do. And you shouldn't be doing that. And they do send stupid rushes, but you're not sending rushes where it counts. Like, a lot of people don't send me rushes where they're supposed to send me rushes. For example, mid game to force defense. Little bit later game. Why am I getting a notification? Go away. Like there are a lot other opportunities to rush rather than only round 13, for example, right? And that is basically where I'm getting at here. Okay, let's actually go ahead and send him a bunch of greens. There we go. Now it's his time to get up a little bit more defense. See if he'll be fine to it. Nope. Does look like he's struggling a bit, but he'll probably just lightning this, I think. However, I mean, if we can get a lightning out of him right now, that would be pretty nice. Oh, shoot. Yeah, he was a little late with that, but it's alright, I suppose. Okay, he does go for the mortar. No, nothing really I want to send right here. I do probably want to play mortar. I probably want to go for mortar plays. But not yet. I'm gonna wait a bit. Let's see. Oh, please don't die too. Bro, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? You need either a lightning or more defense, bro. Come on. Oh, well, let's move on. No, but I really wanted to talk about, like, the whole psychology aspect of disrespecting your opponents. Like, sometimes you need to respect them. Other times you need to disrespect them. For example, let's say I want a psychological edge over braidwell here. He doesn't have the best record. He has a few medallions. He's in blue blood. He doesn't really have the best badges. He is probably a bit intimidated to play here. I don't know if this guy knows me at all right now. I'm just making up stuff as I go, right? But he might be a little bit intimidated. See, right now, I'm not going to go for anything. I'm going to go for my Buccaneer first. I'm going to send him some balloons here. He might... Okay, now he goes for Buccaneer too. Notice how he hesitated. He didn't go for Buccaneer. He didn't go for farm until like 15 seconds in. He kind of waited and looked at what I did first. And I think he is probably planning on going for a farm first here, not knowing that eco is 100% better to just go for in the beginning. And you should definitely strive to go for eco before you go for a farm first. I'm going to go for 400 eco personally, but let's see what this guy's going to go. He's not even going for anything. He's not going for farms and he's not going for eco. Right now, he's just over defending where he doesn't need to. I think... Honestly, I think pressure might be on a little bit because right now it's very clear that I'm the one doing better. And he's not doing very well right now. Now, we're just going to be sending some balloons here. He could, of course, always rush me at any time, which that is one thing I need to respect. But right now, I'm just disrespecting him by just sending a bunch of stuff right here. And he's just forced to over defend. And right now, he's probably going to go for a farm in a little bit. And I'm just going to do the same. Like if he goes for a farm, I'll go for a farm. I don't want to go for one right now. I want to wait. There we go. Just because that way I can always go ahead and upgrade this to faster shooting, for example. And we can always go for an NG on last. Like there's a lot of things we can do if needed. But he's still not going for anything. Now we do have rushing opportunities, which is something. So we need to prepare a bit. He's going 250 eco and only Buccaneer, which I definitely do not recommend. Like, oh, 250 eco Buccaneer. Okay, now he's going for a farm, and now he sold his farm. Okay. He could send me a bunch of stuff right now if he really wanted to. Let's see, we're going to go for that. Then we're going to genetically enhance crops. Crow's Nest. Get ready to go for a cannon ship if needed. Alright, he goes for one. Well done. And here, I mean, we could honestly just all out him when needed. We have so much more money than he does. We're actually doing way, way better. And here, honestly, I think we just super bloom boost this. And yeah, just start by sending this first of all. Then we do this, wait a bit, and send a bunch of pinks. And now what is he gonna do? He was probably saving up to try and rush me, and it just didn't work out. I mean, I don't really know what this guy's plan was. Didn't look too like he played too well. I'm gonna try and find another example. This is also better in. I mean, it works better if you're playing like boost only or free power-ups, but yeah. All right, we're against Shark this time, and let's see, Camo Shred, Super Bloom Boost, and Self-Freeze. Interesting. Okay. He's got a couple batches. Doesn't look too bad. But one thing I do want to talk about the BMing aspect again is Marvin Karosh. Some of you might know who he is. I actually played him in a video recently. He is kind of rusty, so I did beat him. Which he did not like, but it happened anyway. The thing about Marvin Karoshi is he always used to BM. He would always facepalm his opponents, and it would actually work because people, like, it still had an effect on people, even if it's subconscious or whatever it's called. Because people would still not want to mess up, because every time you did the slightest mistake or even just did anything at all, he would be facepalming you, which nobody really wanted to happen, of course. And that is also why it was so effective, because he would just BM you no matter what, really. All right, so let's go ahead and let's Super Bloom Boost some green balloons. Why not? We have a ton of extra money to spare here. But it worked really, really well in the case of Marvin. Let's go ahead and self-freeze him. He might need to boost unless I'm crazy. No, actually it seems like he's good. Alright, but Marvin's just one example. Like, if you're face-palming your opponent, for example, it does do something to them. Like, either they'll think you're annoying, or they'll become more scared of messing up, which is also another big thing. And of course, they don't want to mess up. They don't want to be making mistakes that'll make you facepalm them again, because, you know, who would want that, right? Let's go for another one of these. There we go. And we should be all right now. Let's keep ecoing. This guy's got a bit more eco than me. I've been focusing too much on talking. But yeah, even if you don't think that it holds like some sort of a psychological edge on you, if you get BM'd against somebody, you will still feel something. You might just get annoyed, and that alone can make you play worse, which is a very interesting concept if you really think about it. Because I know if somebody BMs me, bro, I'll take it personal right away. And it's actually funny. I play better with people where it's not that serious, but when stuff is on the line, that is that is where I play way worse. One example I can think of is there was the Bloons TD Battles World Cup tournament a few months back. It was at the end of last year, I believe. And during that tournament, we were playing with Simba on our team. Oh, wait, I might actually be that here. Yeah, I messed this up by talking too much. Anyway, we were playing with Simba on our team, and he is like old school, basically, right? People know him because he was like the #1 player back in the day, DFA player at least, and he was playing with some of the new gen pro players, right? And they were very confident. One being Sabid, AFG, and Sinful. That was the team we were against. And do I know this guy? No, he might know me though. But basically, when Simba was playing against them, everybody was thinking that Simba would lose, but he actually managed to sweep the entire team and he beat them all. And I think they were overly confident. The thing is, Simba had nothing to lose because he had quit the game a while ago. But there was a big psychological edge on all those players because everybody was expecting for them to win. Although Simba is a very, very good player, he is extremely skilled at the game. Even though he doesn't play anymore, he's still considered like one of the best by far. And everybody was just expecting for these guys to win. And that is just not what happened. And that actually made them play way worse than they normally would. Because afterwards, like, one of the guys, he would play Simba in a friendly series and he would just win. That was Sinful, I believe. He was extremely good, but he just lost 2-0 in the tournament because his nerves won, right? And this is also like having a psychological edge over your opponent really does something. But it goes the same way for me, for example. If I play somebody that I know that I'm better than, in a lot of cases, if anything is at risk, I will actually get very, very nervous because everybody expects me to win. Nobody would ever expect for me to lose, right? Because I am so much better. But that is actually where the whole thing just adds to it, right? It adds to the pressure. But if I'm playing against somebody who I am supposed to lose to because he's way better than me and I don't stand a chance anyway, right? Then I actually have the psychological edge, because if I lose, it doesn't matter. I don't get clowned for that. Nobody's gonna care. That's just gonna be expected. If he loses, however, oh my god, you lost to a YouTuber, you lost to ZigZagPower. Wow, that's so embarrassing. So a lot is riding on that, especially because in the competitive scene, it's very embarrassing losing to a YouTuber. I remember one guy who lost to a Lucian in a video and got clowned on it for months, bro. Like, it's one of the most embarrassing things that can happen to you. You cannot lose to a YouTuber under any circumstances, which is actually pretty funny. But yeah, let's go for a bionic boomer here. Is this even... Let's put it to the other hand, I guess. And I might need some camo detection. Let's go for this, like, right here. Ooh, that's not within range. Alright, we got a little bit of eco. I don't think we can all out. Maybe. Alright, let's see. We can always sell this, go for this if needed. Let's go ahead and just send some normal stuff here. Let's go ahead and tower blindness him. Not that it'll actually do anything, but... Oh, wait, no way. He might actually get overwhelmed anyway. Oh, I suppose. Well, we end up taking the win. But basically the whole point of everything that I'm talking about right now is, if you have the opportunity, right? Let's pretend you're playing against somebody who's better than you. What you need to do is probably disrespect them a bit more by rushing them more consistently, because a lot of people won't expect it. Now, it also depends on what skill level you're at. If you're like, let's say you're way down in the beginner arenas, it doesn't matter what you do. People down there don't even know about respecting or disrespecting your opponents. Everybody will just, if they know how to send balloons, they will either all out rush you round 8 with region yellows or round 13. Those are the two options there are. There's no middle ground. So yeah, don't worry too much about it. But once you become, I want to say CC level and higher, I mean, there's a lot of intimidation if you're if you're like, you know, if you have a badge at least, or like something like that, right? Because one thing I really didn't notice was the fact that people played better against me in Moa Pit and in CC when to be fair, I did play on phone, but still, that shouldn't matter down in those arenas. But people did play way better against me when I was on a noob account, because they were way more confident. They were thinking that they were going to win. There was no psychological pressure of being uploaded to a YouTube video that's going to be seen by tens of thousands of people, of you making mistakes, right? So people play way better against me than they do in normal videos. Something a lot of people also comment is, let's say I play Moa Pit or I play Ceramic Crucible. People will go like, oh my god, why do ZigZagPower only get bad opponents when he's playing in these arenas, but I get really good opponents? We get the same opponents, bro. The biggest thing is, the only thing really is, that my opponents just, I think, have more respect for me than they do for you. And that really makes the whole difference, because my opponents won't just randomly send me a bunch of hard rushes, because they will probably doubt themselves. They'll probably doubt their own ability to rush, and they will overestimate my abilities for sure. And I mean, that's just how it goes. All right, so he goes for that. Oh shoot, we have farm. Yeah, see, I completely forgot about that. Let's long slow him though. Go for a little bit of extra money here, and I should go for a farm too. I got a lot of eco, so I'm happy with that. He might be dead here. You gonna sell your farm? Oh, nope, he's good. All right. But yeah, it's just something interesting I wanted to talk about that I really think you should consider. Also, if you BM your opponents for making a mistake, they will kind of get a little bit embarrassed. They will not want to make that mistake again. If I'm being nice to this guy, he'll most likely play better versus me than if I BM him the entire game, right? Because I believe that I could beat this guy if I tried. I should probably focus a little bit. But I genuinely believe that I would be able to have the ability to defeat this guy. Let's go for some Bernie stuff here. And you know what? If I die right after I say that's gotta be embarrassing, right? But no, I'm being for real here. 100%. I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult, in all honesty. Let's see. I mean, he could all out me right now. Don't think he would. Wouldn't really make a lot of sense, but he could. But see, he respects me. He's not going to rush me because he knows I can defend it. So why would he, right? Doesn't make sense. Okay. Camo-lets against a mortar with camo detection. Sure, bro. See, let me try this out. Let's facepalm him. What was that, bro? Come on. You saw that I had a mortar with camo detection. Why would you send me a camo-let? Now I take the out farm. If I facepalm him again, he's going to feel stupid for getting outplayed. Let's go for another one. This was actually dumb for me, or dumb by me, because I should go for a factory. But let's see here. I have an idea. Okay, look. He tries to keep up right now, right? But he doesn't realize I can punish him. This is now I'm not respecting him at all. Look. Now I'm forcing him to sell all that, and I didn't even send him that much. And now he could go ahead and do the same thing to me. I'm actually curious as to whether or not he's going to. Let's see. Are you going to be doing anything dumb here? I don't think he will. Oh. Nah, we're good. We're good. Let's go around 17. Go straight for this. And let's see if he wants to do anything. All right, nice. I mean, I should be all right to this. I can genuinely just sell both of these and go for a big one. And yeah, see, he just sent a very, very wasted rush that served no purpose. And now I am going to be just fine. Now I'll go for this. And he says, well done. And look, I made him surrender. I facepalmed him. I got in his head. I outplayed him. I sent him a rush that forced him to sell his farms. He then sent me the same rush with even more back. You know why? Because I facepalmed him. I made him look stupid. And he didn't like that. So he wanted to make me look stupid. And what does he do? He sends a dumb rush and he embarrasses himself in a video. This is what happened when you get in somebody's head, right? Don't do this. And actually try your best to do this versus your opponents. Because it will make you play better. But yeah, there you go. Enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.